Good evening and welcome, world. Glad to see everybody again, and hopefully everybody is doing well. We have a little bit of different tonight. And hopefully we will be getting some bits and bobs sorted and being all done. So welcome everybody, and let's go. So we're going to try and get this this repaired today. Hola Tony, how are you? Good to see you again. Had a good day. Mine's been productive, to say the least. So just trying to get chat on screen, because at the moment it's not playing ball. There we go. So still practicing at this YouTube lark. I'm sure one day I'll get it down to the ground. So just turn this round, turn that round, and we'll get back on there. So we're gonna be doing something a little different to last night. Last night, if anybody joined us, and thank you to everybody who did join us last night, we did some DIY kits. We did a power supply, and we did a there we go, I can see chat now. We did a power supply, and we did a aeroplane on the stream last night. So got something a little bit different tonight. Got a couple of things to look at. First of all, I am going to look at second of all, should I say, we're going to look at this, if we've got time later on, which is a Wintel box. It's a model W8 Pro, 2 gig of RAM, 32 gig of ROM inside, 5-volt input. That's just basically a little mini PC. Power on and off, HDMI, couple of nice little memory card in there as well, which I weren't realising. Ethernet, HDMI, USB mini, I want to say, micro input, couple of USBs and a micro SD there. So that is no power. So that will be something that we can look at. Hi MK Fix, thanks for joining us. But the star of the show, and we're only doing it for I Squish Worms, we have odd gloves, just in case anyone's wondering. We thought we'd be a little bit different today with the odd gloves. So the main star of what we are doing is this. Now, this is an Nvidia Sheild. I'm going to grab a cloth because it is absolutely filthy, which was bought off eBay and reported as no power. So it's the 2017 model. So the one with the USBs, HDMI, Ethernet and power adapter, pretty much what it is. Go grab him, Fix. Go grab him. We'll I've got my black and blue, black and purple, black and blue, black and purple gloves on tonight. If we go and grab I Squish, we'll have a bit of a crowd. Give me peripherals a wipe over. So we've got the console itself, a couple of joypads and a remote control, and we have the power adapter also. Now, for watching, we have also the power lead. I say this was bought off eBay as untested, which we all know what untested really means. It means they've blown it up and doesn't work. Now, I did message them before buying just to say, has it been? Hi Pico, how's you? thanks for joining. I did ask them whether it had been worked on, been opened, or anything else, and they assured me it had not. But do we believe them? Well, I suppose the proof will be in the pudding. So I'm going to try something a little different. I've currently not. Oh, Carthor! Good evening, sir. Good evening. I'm going to try and use OBS when I get this connected up to show the output of it. I'm going to use the microscope, which is currently up there. I'm going to put that on full screen and hopefully do that. So you might just have to bear with me a little bit of that. I've ordered an HDMI splitter, which will make it a little bit better. So let's crack on with this. So we're going to put a couple of these peripherals to one side and have a play, have a see what they do. So the power adapter on a Sheild is a non-standard form factor. It's a bit similar to USB-C, I suppose, but square rather than oval. So I've got no way of measuring whether this is actually outputting voltage, apart from the fact that it'll work or it won't work. I'll just knock that off just so we've got a bit better light. Well, if you're going to carry on doing pot squish, just make sure you're done about 5 minutes earlier. It's just not good enough. Go to back at class. Detention for you. Have you noticed different colour hands as well tonight for you? Just to keep your rubber glove fetish alive. Is that why you're washing the pots? I think so, Squish. So we'll have a go at plugging this in. Let's hope it doesn't go bang. Right, that's good. It's not tripped. I just took the rubber gloves off. Now there is a green strip on there that should illuminate. It's just not illuminated at all. So I would say they are right in what they're saying, that it's no power. So I'm going to leave the bench light off and just see if we can get the screws out of here. On there. Is that what gets up to in his spare time, the self-examination? Let's hope it's gentle hands. A couple of tiny screws on here, which I am struggling to get out, but they are tiny, like iPhone screws. Well, after my experience at the airport, that's where I thought I was going to get my prostate examined. I don't really want to revisit that one, but I'll take your word on it, Squish. Ooh, that was a reassuring clunk as it came to pieces. Are we ready for the big reveal? This will tell us whether it's been opened before, won't it? Just like Pandora's box. Whoever Pandora is, she's got a nice box. Have a quick zoom down. Oh, doesn't look good. Doesn't look good already. I'm wincing. There is a wire hanging off here, which will be the doofree bob for the Wi-Fi and so on. Yeah, it's not looking good. Let's just put on the microscope and see what the big wide world's gonna show me on there. And for some unknown reason, my cameras are all messed up. Better. Why have I got half of my camera on there? No idea what that is. Well, that's good. The left-hand side of my screen is no idea what that is. I've not got that in shot, so we're just going to have to work on the centre part of the screen. Untested, definitely untested. Definitely untested, definitely not been worked on. Famous last words. And I presume people can spot the obvious on here, which is, I don't think it came from factory like that. Untested! And these don't look like factory. Let's turn me shaky cam. That's better. We have certainly evidence of solder, and hot air. I'm presuming it's hot air. Yeah, untested by me. I did plug it in, it didn't work. Ooh, is that liquid? No, it's just earth. Yeah, they look like factory screws, don't they? They look like factory screws. At least they haven't melted this with the hairdryer. Yeah, that ain't good. There's nothing. Lots of flux. Yeah, there's a fair bit. You can see it all sticky around here, can't you? Oh yeah. Something's been squirted all over this board. It's a little bit hard as well. It's going to turn into an OnlyFans stream if we carry on like this, won't it? Yeah, it's definitely been opened. Untested, not opened, clearly a reputable seller. Class amongst themselves, you can see it all around here. I will warn you guys, I am expecting an Amazon delivery. I've been buying things on Prime Day. If I get this working, it will be impressive. If I get it back together, if it's anything like that router. So I've been buying stuff on Prime Day, which should have come yesterday, and it's been delayed, and it should have come today. So no doubt they'll come tonight. We all know when it comes because the dog will go, "Excuse me, there's somebody at the door," which roughly translated is, "I'll bark my head off at anything outside." So I think if we plug this in, and we'll just see if we have voltage down here. What have I bought? Faulty stuff. Yeah, I usually create the faulty stuff rather than buying the faulty stuff. I have bought some computer gear, a motherboard, a CPU, a cooler, a case, hard drive, RAM, and monitor. So basically a full system to build a 9850X 3D, 64 gig of DDR, 6800 RAM, a 2 terabyte Samsung 990, a silent black insulated case, a Thermalright Peerless Assassin 120 SE cooler, a 4 terabyte hard drive. What else have I bought? A 750 Corsair modular power supply, some 3 fans, and just a cheap 27-inch 165 Hz monitor. No, I'm not looking at it for that. It's for a friend. They've I've just got it all. I said I'll build it for them because they haven't got a clue. A bit like me, really, to build one. So the issue I've got, for whatever reason, I don't know why, on this side of the screen here, I'm just going to point with my pointy stick. Right here, I don't know if you guys can see this, but for whatever reason, I've got the old picture. It's not come across. So let's just see if we have a ground here on that one, and we should have. See what voltage should be coming in. According to the supply, 19 volts, 2.1 amps. Focus. We've got a ground. No, oh, less than a volt there. Half of. Right, that's fluctuating up and down like something's trying to turn on and off and really. I think this has got a short on it. One, yeah. If we look at the volts in the top right, that's fluctuating up and down. So I think it's trying to switch on and switch off on these. As you can see, it's jumping all over the place. This might be an easy burger, since I don't like pizza. Let me get the thermal camera and just see if anything is illuminating on there. Let's hope it is nice and simple. So we've got power supply coming in here. Put my, look at that. It looks a bit freaky. With easy beer. We've also got the supply coming in up here. Ooh, we have something pulsing. What's that flashing? Oh. We have a flashing symbol. I will point to that in a second. I'll just see if there's anything else. That's a screw ground pad. That's the heatsink for the CPU. Yeah, it looks like it might be a shorted cap. How amazing would that be if it is all a shorted capacitor? We can see that flashing on and off, can't we? So the one which is flashing, I think, if we look on here, I think it's one of these where there has been work. So I'm just going to put that on there and put the camera back on. I think it's the one I'm pointing to. What do we think? Pulsing every 1 second, isn't it? Yeah. Am I going to be one of them YouTubers which just get an easy fix? Should we give it a drink? See if it's thirsty. Bit of IPA and see if we can. Bit of. Definitely been worked on round there. So let me drop the scope a bit, and we'll just flip this back over to scope view. Just need to drop the big arm. I'll be ever so impressed if this works. There we go. Just give everyone a headache dropping that down. So the one we are looking at is that one just there. Ooh, I can see that little heartbeat. Can you see that on camera, guys? It's got a bit of a pulse like a heartbeat. So we can get this. Yeah, we can see that. Yeah, short the capacitor. This is where they've done a load of work already. I think they've used a, I don't know what they've used, but it's certainly that. Now, I'm just going to unplug that. I've got something that I wouldn't mind trying, if I only knew where it was. Which is it's alive. It's alive, it's alive, I tell you. By Jove. Dun, dun, dun. I've got one of these, which is a rosin short circuit detector. Don't know if anybody's seen one of these before, but it's like a bung for rosin, I think, and we plug it into USB. Put a bit of rosin in there. It warms up and it puts rosin dust on the board, and then when you turn it on, the rosin melts. So I'm keen to see one on Sorry, I bought this quite a few years ago now, and I thought I'd lost it, and clearly I've not, but it has been on the wayside. So I just thought it'd be an interesting one just to see how well it works. I do remember from seeing the instructions, you've got to put the tiniest amounts of rosin in the glass dome to see to make sure it's that. So we'll put the microscope back on, and we'll just zoom down onto my bung, and we'll see if we can get this working. Good old, I've got on my tweezers, but it's not good. We will try and put a piece in. Oh, sugar. So what we'll do, we'll take that off. Put it that way. Might be easier. I had a bit of this rosin. I made some go that for perfection. Not a bit dropped out. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking it's all over the desk, but that's just it's just an illusion. Who sang that? Just an illusion. No, that's Bananarama tune, isn't it? So we're not going to do that. So we'll give this a try. Slip that back on there. Back on there. It is a. Just take out the cap. It's already out, I think. You get a spare. Do for it. I have no idea what this is going to turn out like, and I really don't know what to expect. So I've got a. Believe it or not, in my office, this office area that I'm working in is 3 meters by 3.5 meters square. It's half a garage converted, and I've had all the plug sockets put in. See if you can have a guess how many plug sockets I've got in here, sensibly. And I've run out of plug sockets. I could power the national grid. I feel like I could. Power a small village. I don't know if you can see that. That is 5 volts. So I'm just going to see if I can get this cooking on here. Okay. Put that on the floor. I've got 32 plug sockets. Take out the cancer. Cancer? Is it bad for your health breathing this stuff in there? Is that what? Little worrying that I'm not drawing any current. Should I be drawing current? I would imagine I should be drawing current. I wonder if that lead's not very good. I've got a couple of leads because for whatever reason they sent me a couple of leads for the controllers. There we go. Whoa, 7 watts. Look at that. That's now cooking. So we're going to get this back on here, and we're going to see if we can coat this in rosin, where we need to coat, which is here. See if we can coat that on good old-fashioned rosin. Yeah, 1.6 amps this thing's taking, so we'll just wait for this thing to wake up. Wake up, it's a beautiful morning, sun is shining, it's a beautiful day. Yeah, definitely need autofocus, better than my finger focus. Wow, glorious technical. Does this take a... I can smell it. Do you need to put a lot in here? Oh, it's got a little element at the bottom. Wow, it's getting hot. Me and burning my fingers. So I put a bit more in. Do we think that's what might be might the issue be? Might the issue be? Yeah, sound like Yoda. Might the issue be? Ouch, Master Luke. I'm your father. Right, let's see if we can get some. Come on, and the anticipation. Oh, I can see smoke. That's always good. I don't know if you can just pick that faint. Oh, this is a disaster. Do you know when you watch it on TV? It looks really effective. Like, hey, you've got to buy myself one of them. They're brilliant. I don't want a new bike. I just want one of them things. I want to just put a big chunk in. Just entertain yourself, guys. Get that. Right, that should definitely be enough. I've got more in there than I have in. Oh, it smells lovely. Can't blame dog for that smell. Yeah. Nearly 100 subs. Everyone hit subscribe. Hey, thanks, James. I was at... Wow, that's getting up. I was at 96 earlier. I'm chasing the 3 digits. 97 now. Just need 3 more for the magic ton up. Oh, I've got some smoke coming out. I'm going to do my next stream naked if we get to 100, and that's when you all hit unsubscribe, isn't it? Definitely don't want to see this body naked. It always reminds me of when women see me naked for the first time. They usually go running out at park. There we go. Oh, that is so hot. I'm sure this is just designed to inflict torture. So we're going to give this a couple more ticks, and if it doesn't work, we're just going to pretend it's worked. Doesn't someone use this? Yeah, take it all back. You'd need to take it back. Do you know some things you can't unsee? Oh, we've got smoke coming out now. Do you think this isn't working because it's covered in solder already? I'm definitely glowing. Definitely glowing. And we can see smoke coming out. Ouch. Yeah, this has been an investment of... I'm sure these work really well if you know what you're doing. But now we're going to go back to All Trusted. That one, we're going to file that under Try Harder next time. I've got a rosin smoker. Yeah, it's I've had it a while. It just doesn't. I'm just not too sure how. I think because this board, as you can see, has been decimated. That's the way it's going to get filed. Has been decimated by somebody else in the past, as we can see. I'm thinking that yeah, it's just not very well. So we're going to zoom down and just noticing on here, if somebody has worked on this already, let me just plug the power adapter back in. Kept it somewhere really safe so I didn't lose it. Yeah, I'm hoping that we you can see it pulsing. For extreme close up. Definitely pulsing, and the thermal camera was showing that cap there. But just looking at it, I've got 2 caps at this side, 3 caps at that side, and this looks like it's been worked on. So I wonder if they took a cap off there already, thinking, because that looks like factory. That looks like factory solder. That clearly isn't. That is. So I'm wondering whether they've worked round here and took this cap off, thinking that's where its short is, whoever's worked on it, and they've just took the wrong cap off. Yeah, I'm going to measure for a short now. I think that's the next thing we'll do. So let's go resistance mode, and let's go zoomage, and let's see if so we've got direct short there, ground all to ground all, so we've got a good that, and my probes are 17ish. So if we measure on this side, we've got 0.26. We'll put this back on and see if we can get a better, so everyone can see. Everyone can join in there. I like everyone joining in. Alright, we'll find a suitable ground, which is there, and we will test on that pad there, and we've got 0.25 and leads are 1A. Should we just zero the leads out so we can there you go. That's a short, and on Charlie Brown, yeah, whoa, there we go, even worse. So that must be ground at that side, that must be positive. So let's just test that top one, which we think is the one. That's as near as a yeah, that's as near as we think. Cap acetor, is that how you pronounce it? Didn't go to school on reading day, I just went on finger counting day. Good job I was only born with 3 fingers. Yeah, so I think that cap is shorted. So we're going to do a surgical procedure and say, if we ain't got a cap, we ain't got a short. If we get that whipped off and just have a look, see if that solves the concern. Should be okay with boarding. Let's, it's the Atan ST862D. And I reckon We don't want to be 480. 400 should do it. Let's turn air down. 20% at 400. Yeah, I'm hoping it'll work. Do you know what? I'll be ever so pleased if it does, because they're cracking units if it does work. So we'll just get some heat into the old circuit boarder. We'll just give it a gentle tug. Anybody watching at the moment who's not subscribed, if you don't mind hitting the subscribe button, according to the stats, 46% of the viewers aren't subscribed. Well, how can you not subscribe and miss such quality entertainment? Come on, you could always say you were here at the start. You were the one. The important few. Just like Neo. I think I've got my nozzle on the wrong direction. There you go. Just turn airflow up a bit and turn it back down. Grab the little fella. Wow. That's come off nice and easy. So let's test that little capacitor. It does amaze me something so small can be responsible for such. Yeah, it's been. I was doing it for dramatic effect, if I'm being honest. Just trying to make it look harder than it was. Right, so let's test this cap. My air station's going into overdrive. Sounds like a jet plane taking off. It sounds like that plane we built last night. So I'm going to struggle to hold this cap, it's that small. Flip. Well, I would say that's a darn short. Definitely less than 1 ohm, isn't it? Leads are reading 0.3 and caps reading, yeah, that. Just measure the board, see if the short has gone, yeah. Let's keep that for prosperity. So we'll find a nice earth, nice ground, just there, and we will test that side, which we think was ground, which it looks like, and we'll test this side, which we think is now 20 kilo ohms. That is not a short anymore. What a result! Should we just try that voltage on the voltage plug? So let me just. I'm just going to cool that down a little bit because it's a little bit toasty. Get my hot air. I've just had a message from one of you guys, and so I'm just cooling the board down and reading the message, and it looks like there should be 4 capacitors here. So it does look like. Let's see if I can show this on camera. Turn my. So that's the photo that I've just been sent of the very useful and delectable James. Thank you so much for that. So we've got 4 down either side, and if we look at the example of here, we've now got 2 down either side. So it looks like they had worked on it, or somebody's worked on it in the past and certainly removed. I mean, the bottom ones look more like factory removed, like they've never been on, but the top 2 certainly look like they've been removed. So yeah, thanks for that, James. I've got some brand new ones in my tub. I've got some brand new ones covered in fluff in my tub for that. I'm just going to check just to see if I'm just going to cool the board down a little bit because it is a bit toasty. That'll do. I'm just going to see if we've got voltage when we plug it in. So these are the voltage pins up here. So I'm hoping that when we test these now, we will get in a fluctuating voltage, if you recall, between sort of 0.5 volt and 1.3, jump up and down, and then something not right. Oh, don't even need to test them. We didn't get the white smoke, we got the white light. As the good old doctor would say, it's alive, it's alive, it's alive. So this is where we will just test that voltage before I get far too excited. So we've got nothing on there, which we were getting 0.5 volt before. And we've got, hey Falcon, howdy doody, howdy doody, howdy doody. We've now got 19.2 on there, which is about where we need to be. Hey, you've missed it. Right, thanks for joining, guys. See you later. You can go home now, Falcon. Yeah, so we've done that. I suppose the question is, I'm going to try and see if we can get a picture on OBS. This is my experimental thing now, so you will really have to bear with me on this. I've not even tried this off stream. So I'm going to unplug the camera, the microscope, which will be, don't worry about the time. I've obviously headbutted that again, haven't I? There we go. Apply. The microscope is that one up there. That one there. I'm going to unplug that one, so that should go dark, which it has done, and I'm going to plug that same HDMI into. Ho, baby! Hey, baby! I don't know if you can see that. I've got something on my screen. I don't know why. It's playing silly things with me. I don't know how to refresh it. How do I refresh it? Do I just re-add the camera, do you think? Not display capture. I think I've gone and fixed it. By Jove. By Jove, he's gone and fixed it. No, because even if I hide it, it's actually showing on my camera. But anyway, we can see that I have got. I'm going to remove that and re-add it. Sorry, guys, it will go dark a second. I will try and be as quick as I possibly can. It's not that one. It is window capture. That one. No, it's still there. Don't know why it's doing it at all. For some reason, what's not left-hand side of my screen, I presume you've got the same, is 0.5 meter, which is 2 foot away, so I don't know why I'm showing that. But anyway, on here, we have 3 lights. On here, we've got half a screen of the Nvidia Sheild. So it looks like we fixed it. The question is, do we replace the caps in the next video? I've heard that before. Or do we think, well, they're going to be 10 microfarad caps, which I would presume are the norm. Do we replace them now? Do we try one of those caps to see what? Oh, my mouse has decided to play up now. Do we think they're going to be a 10 microfarad cap? With it being in circuit, will it measure right? Don't know if it will. Put this on capacitor mode. Let's give it a measure. There's 2 in circuit here, I would have thought. I know they'll be on different circuits. So we've got auto range. It's on auto range 5 UF microfarad, and it's reading 0. Well, that's a good start, isn't it? That one. Tell you what I will do. Do I need to change the that over? The voltage is important. No, clearly don't need to change that over. Yeah, just put that back in. Is any of these caps measuring? No. For some unknown reason, I cannot measure. Can't measure caps on my meter, and the meter on screen is now frozen as well. OBS, I did an update for OBS this morning, and read all the chat. Let's have a go. What about the what about out of circuit? 100 UF. You can go. Don't matter the capacity, the voltage is important. You could measure one. Yeah, better now because those caps need to be smooth spikes for the core. All right, so they need to go in. Capacitor replacement in this video. That's a dark now, unless you see it. Not only the last sentence. Read all the chat. So I've changed the chat to be quicker as well. Got some issues with OBS today. There's not playing ball. So I'm just going to close that down and then reopen this. Because my display's gone and I cannot see half the screen on OBS. I am actually working within 3 screens here, so it's a little bit difficult trying to move around them all. And open, connect, USB, that one. Boom, we're back on. So let's just go back to capacitance just to see if I can measure capacitance again, because my meter wasn't working. No, still not doing that. So shall I measure resistance? Will the resistance mode do to measure the cap or not? Yeah, no? Or should we just risk it and put some, because I've got some spare boards. I've got the my nemesis from the other night, the router board, which has got plenty of caps on. So do you think I should be removing one of those, which is on here? So if I remove that one, which is in the same circuit, and measure that out a circuit, is that what you would suggest? So take that one out, do we think? Should we take it out? Yeah, let's take it out. So check the voltage before I take it off. You did say that. Plug this back in. See if we get... We've got illumination, so we've got light. We're back on voltage now. So we've got 19 volts at one side and nothing at the other. So that one's positive, isn't it? So that'll be 19 volts there. So that'll be positive. Positive. So both those pads are positive. So I would imagine they're probably, yeah, those pads are going to be. So I need more than a 19 volt cap, do you think? So where am I likely to find something Where am I likely to find something? Actual laptop board. That's going to be a 19-volt cap off a power rail in a laptop board. So I have another quality item I bought off eBay. So I'm thinking, and I did stress this were a bad idea yesterday. If this is the I don't know, power DCing comes in here. Yeah. So take that cap off there. That's the size, isn't it? No, it's a bit chunkier than that. These are them, aren't there? These are main power rail caps, aren't there? There's one there. And that one there. Those two should do it, shouldn't they? That one there and that one there. They're on main power rail because they're obviously your first MOSFETs. Better than factory. So I'm gonna whip them two off. Whippity doo just to find that they've blown as well. Because we're gonna replace two. Because we're on one of them days today where it's buy one, get one free. Yeah. Better than factory. Oh, come on. Still stuck at that 97 sub, guys. If there's anybody watching who's not subscribed, hit that sub button. Remember, if we hit that sub button, the next stream is a special one. God, that's bubbling. Is it that one I was taking off? I can't remember which one I was taking off now. That one there. It's one off. And that one just there. Two off. Fairness, James, I've done the same. I've got a personal account, and I've subbed on there as well. Everybody I know. Right, so we need to put a bit of solder on there, don't we? Because we need a bit of the friendly stuff. I need to unplug that and plug my soldering iron in. Read the chat. I know, I'm terrible for it, Tony. Always you read the last sentence. It's 100 subs refresh. Oh, refresh. Is it not refreshed? Oh, have I missed that? Oh, I'm going to be so excited. I am refreshing. Oh, come on. You beaut. Oh, thanks, guys. I'm just going to get undressed. So if you can give me 2 minutes. Or we can. I'll do that off stream. We'll do that on next stream. I think that's the thing. So we'll do it naked one on next stream. 100 subs. I am so pleased. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you very much for everybody who's done it. Hey, thank you. So I've got a tear in my eye. I mean, it could be that that flux gun that I've just been using. What's got into my eye? But I've got a tear in my eye. Wow! Never expected that. Thank you so much to everybody watching and everybody who's done it. Sorry, I can't refresh my. I think the computer. You've killed my computer. You've killed the computer. Trying to 101. I'm on a roll. It's time to go solo. Rolling. I can't even explain what I'll do to 1,000 subs, but it might be a 2-week vacation in Hawaii for 1,000th sub. I don't know. That might be a lucky prize for somebody. Thank you so 100 subs. I was talking to Tony earlier, Symbol Tech, and we were just on about numbers and so on. And for most people, if they're a YouTuber, it's a small amount of subscription people is 100. And I said, for such a small amount of people, it's such a big milestone. But I think it makes you realise that every single person that hits that subscribe button is special because they're doing it because they want to do it rather than anything else. And it just means everything. Really, really does. Oh, I'm not using that. I'm using my solver. It's really thrown me that now. really thrown me. I'm not short of words too many times, but I'm a little bit. Yeah, I'm a little bit. Ask and peggers will give. Peggers, isn't that a? I had to look that up. Somebody told me about pegging, or is that a different thing? What you're on about there, Squish? I am the one. He is the one, isn't he? Can I just ask a question on this? Because if not, I'm going to start getting really emotional. Obviously, these pads up here have seen better days. I think we can agree that. Can I solder these two down here? Because we believe that pad and that pad are both positive and joined. So can I put my new caps down here? Or should I go up here where we believe they were? Shouldn't make any difference, should it? So we can go top or we can go bottom. Bottom, I'm thinking. I want to be a rebel on the bottom. I'm going to be a rebel. I'm going to put a bit of juice on, and I'm going to put a bit of solder on. Yeah, I think they are connected. I do think they are connected. Yeah, crikey! Quite. It took me by surprise, that 100. I do need to start reading the chat down to rather than just reading last sentence. Put my small tip onto this. God, that's sucking heat out of me. I don't want to play ball, does it? That's positive side. Yeah, it does say 4 caps on the picture what James has sent me. That just didn't want to play. I'm going to put a bit of heat up there as well. But I'm just wondering. Better than factory. Yeah. Well, what I'll do, I'll burn my hands a little bit doing this. And some solder on that pin there. It's wrong. Go on, get on there. I'm going to change my tip. I don't know if that tip is anywhere near good enough for what I need it to do. Just let that heat back up. I'm going to go with it. That's just sucking better than a better thing on a better day. That. Right, should we make a mess of this? Attempt to get a bit of that off. Because that's just not going to do. Dodgy Hoover. Yeah, it's sucking better than Dodgy Hoover. I was going to say something else. But yeah, we'll go with dodgy Uber. We will go with dodgy Uber. Put iron up to full. Right, that's on full. I'm just not feeling it at all. This iron's on 450. There we go. So we're getting these caps on. So we think about airfit caps. Right, an Nvidia Sheild. I've got one myself, and I absolutely love it. I use it as a streaming device, and I've also used it as a gaming device in the fact that it will do the Nvidia link, so you can have a game on your PC and also a game on your console, and it'll stream it. I don't know if that's still active because I haven't done that for a lot of years on mine. But as a streaming device for Netflix, YouTube, and Disney and Amazon Prime, iPlayer, everything like that, it'll play in 4K, Dolby Vision, HDR, Atmos, and things like that. So they're ideal if you want a lot of streaming devices, and it just doesn't worry it at all. Let's see if I can get that too. Can do if we think that's important. You mean the ones there? Yeah. I'm hoping this will just drop into place when I do this. Don't think that side's fully soldered, but I'm going to get this one on first, and then once I've got this one on, I'll just heat that pad up and it should just suck. I'm using, I do believe I've got a nozzle smaller than that, but it's packed away, so I might need to get that out at some later stage. Ah, that's a different size. Do we just YOLO it? No, I'm going to change that because what I don't want to be doing is doing job twice. I've got a different size one out. Main power rail, battery. Yeah, leave one of these. Leave one of them off. At least the cap will be warm when I've done this. I'm hoping to have the AliExpress components arrive tomorrow that I ordered for the laptop, and if that's the case, I'm hoping to have the laptop back up and running what I did on a live stream a couple of days ago. It was a, I can't remember what was going on it. It was a chip. I think I got 5 chips for £2 or something like that. It was cheaper than fish. That's slightly too big, but we'll go with that anyway. Bigger the better. Bloody hell. Why don't they hot air so warm? There we go. That's that done. Just going to try and... Just going to try and warm that centre pad up now. There you go. Oh, look at that. Come on, how many of them saw that coming? How many of them saw that coming? I still can't believe it says 100 subscribers. Oh, dear me, 20 watching. If anybody's watching and not subscribed, please help me on my journey. If not, ouch, you'll have to put up with more terrible soldering antics from proper YouTubers. You could watch amateurs like me, but only if you subscribe. There we go. That look about right. Rocking and rolling. Yeah, it always happens. Take my... Bloody hell. Ouch. Better than... Wow. So the question is, do you reckon it'll still work? I'm going to give that a cut of lean with my brush and a Kimchi white. Don't forget a little bit of, okay, soap, sip, soap, 101. I'm 101. Room 101. Oh, that's a bit toasty, isn't it? I shouldn't be doing that. Okay, let's get the Kimchi wipe on. I subscribed twice. Thank you, Tony. Now the question is, will it still work, or do you think I've made it terminal? That clean enough for a test? I think so. Yeah, just mental note, don't keep touching things which have been under there, because it gets a bit hot. Bit of cooling spray. Definitely a bit warm. Gonna get my bit noisy this. Just cool down really quick, but it is noisy. Might need to do that off stream next time, because that I could see levels peaking. That's better. So the big question is, have you still got hearing? Will it still illuminate now I've put them 2 caps on? So we've got 2 rows of 3. I'm just thinking it's not illuminating, but it probably works better if I do plug it into the wall, because electricity is a wonderful thing. It only flows through cables when it's connected to the national grid. Oh, look at the green giant there. We've all done that, Chris. We've all done it. Why ain't this working? We forgot to switch it on. So I am right in thinking that we need to sort out I'm going to see if I can sort out this microscope bit where it is on there. So I'm going to just delete that and then re-add it. Yeah, delete and re-add. Existing. No, not that one. Plus. Is it video capture? No, that's my camera. I will get this right in a minute. Delete. Delete. I just want to bring the I want to bring the thing up full screen. Is it window capture? Window capture. M scope. And that one. Still doing it. Still doing it. No idea why. No idea why. It's half a screen, and it's something in the background. It must be my Elgato. I'm just going to shut Elgato down. Sorry, guys, because it's not fair that you're just looking at half a screen and not getting what we should. So we will just reboot Elgato, which is now thingy bobbed, and I'm just going to reselect. Oh, cooking on gas. Got a full screen now. There we go. I know I could do it. We've got a full screen back. Full screen. So we're back. We're back cooking. Woohoo! I am going to put this back onto full screen and just see if we can unplug that, plug this back in here. We'll go blank a second, go back onto there while I do it. Plug that back in there. We have lights. Let's see if it boots. This should now bring, if it, Nvidia. This is the output from the. I have got a remote, which I will attempt to do. Android, we're getting somewhere now. So something untested, what somebody had been worked on. I know it seemed like an easy fix, but tell you what, rock and roll, it's still signed in somebody's account. Will the remotes work? Alright, so let's just pair this remote. If it's anything like mine, you press and hold the see if I can get onto go there, and let's add video capture. That one, that one, that one. Let's just make that a bit smaller so you can see what I'm doing in corner. So we've got the Nvidia Sheild at the back, and we've got me up there. So there we go. So we have there. We'll see if we can pair this up, which is just by pressing the. That just did something, didn't it? Well, we've got Netflix. They've had Kodi on here, they've got Twitch, they've got Node. I would say that is working. It looks to be working. So what we need to do is see if we can get the controllers working now. We need to see if we can get these controls working. That's a result for me, trying to get that working. So we've got a couple of these controllers. I'm going to see. I'm just going to unplug the Shield and go back to full screen, because I want to see if I'm going to put this back together, and we can see if we can get the controllers rocking and rolling all night long. Get the Wi-Fi card on there. Is audio working? I don't know, because I am on a OBS, so I wouldn't know whether audio is working because I've got no audio out. I would say yes to that, but without actually plugging some speakers into the monitor. I don't know how to check it, but that is something that I will obviously double check, because it'll be a result if I can get it fully working. I'm trying to think what I paid for it, because I've had it a while. I think I paid less than, it was certainly less than £30 with postage for the unit, 2 controllers, and the remote, and the other. Oh God, I didn't change my camera. Yeah, for everything it was. It took me all day to find out how to mute them. I will check it on OBS as well. I'm going to call this melted plastic. Steve wouldn't be impressed. I am going to call this a fix for the moment, and just reassemble the unit and pretend it's all done without any melted plastic at the back. Mainly because I would like to get at least one joypad working. I think if I can get one joypad working at least, it might be useful to play games and whatnot, which would be quite nice. Screwdrivers. So, has anybody bought anything on Prime Day? Anybody seen anything which I need to log on and go and buy? I've got the computer gear, and strangely enough, looked on Monday at the gear, and I can't remember how much it came to, but it was suggested that we wait until Tuesday for Prime Day start. One of the items doubled in price. The rest of the items came down in price and overall saved about £50. So even though one doubled in price for Prime Day, which is typical Amazon, it was that. So just going to put that to one side with the charger, because we're going to plug the USB one in now, and we're going to call that a fix for the time being, which I'm extremely pleased with. That's working, and we know the remote is working as well. Is it the gloves what's doing it, Squish? We have a power meter on here, and I'm thinking that we can check if we get the white cable there we're just using to charge to power the thingy bobble. Plug that into there, plug that into there, and we have half an amp. We had half an amp. Yeah, it's definitely pulling current up to half an amp. That's charging. That looks like another win. I mean, would we say that's? Would we say that's charging 434? I think that's taking some current. I'm just going to take that off and plug that into leave on charge, because I've got a dual charging socket there. And I'm just going to get the other one, because we have two, and see if that's taking a charge. This will be a right result if if this is the case. So we'll plug that into the charger. Oh my god, it's only gone and take current as well. 0.037, like a pre-charge. Will it kick up? Yes, it's fluctuating like the other one did. 3.3, yeah, it's 300, 360. I think that's charging also. So potentially we've got an Nvidia Sheild now working. A little bit of melted plastic just for making it a bit. I've got two of these. I don't know where I put the other one. And for some reason they sent me a Amazon Fire TV remote as well, which clearly don't go with it. Two remotes, power lead, and also a copy PS wireless charger, but it is the old style micro USB rather than mini, which is what the others are. And I haven't got a cable to hand for one of those, so I'm not going to go hunting for one of those. But I would imagine if it's out of the same box of stuff what they were obviously selling off, that's that. So I'm quite pleased that is charging. Pleased with that one. So Nvidia Sheild done. Amazing. I think that deserves a subscription from anybody watching who's not subscribed. Thank you very much, kind sirs. It's only clicking a button. I'm going to push them to one side to leave on charge. I'm going to just take that off and put that over here. I'm going to leave those on charge for a bit. Just one moment, please. Welcome. We have a Wintel Pro. This is a little tiny, small form factor PC. I'm not too sure how this operates or anything like that. But I thought I saw it. I think I got this one on Amazon Marketplace. So we've got a 5-volt input. I want to try my setup that I've got for my power supply now. So I've been tinkering. So I'm thinking my power supply, which is everything's going to rats tonight. This power supply is now not showing the right picture. So we will just find the picture that should be showing, which is that one, and we'll click there. Yeah, close. Right, so we've now got power supply showing. Cancel. So the power supply up here. I've been playing with it, and I thought I'd put a couple of ends on. So this end here is for when I'm doing short testing, and I can just plug it straight in, solder the things to the board, and away I go. And I can set my supply up here, and obviously use Tony's amazing machine to do that. So that was one thing. The other thing I can do is I can alternate and change the ends as well, because I have a large selection. So I will need a different end. And by the looks of it, centre positive. I'm not too sure. Will it be that one? No, too big. So the that was too big. So I need something a little bit smaller than that one. So that red one, do we reckon? No, red one is the right size, but it just doesn't go on. They're not going to go on. Is this going to mean I've got 500? Yellow. There we go. whatever that yellow one is the right size. So again, what I'm going to do on here, I'm going to look on this screen here. I'm going to change that to the HDMI, so it should go blank. And I'm going to plug the HDMI into the small form factor PC. So if we keep an eye on the current, we should be able to have a look to see if we've got any we should be able to see if we're getting a current draw, shouldn't we? I was really set up for this today. Can you just tell? Right, bang that over there. So in the background, the black screen is the HDMI 5-volt input. We've got a lot of current draw there, and let's turn the voltage up a tad just to do that. So we have got current draw, half an amp. We've got plenty of amps to play with. It's pretty static, that, but we've got no picture. The main background, what says no signal, means I've got no signal. I think that's fixed current on there. So 5-volt in with a fixed current. That means something's not well. Ooh, that were interesting. Did it just do that when I... No, we had the same, didn't we? So, shall we see if we can get as lucky with the small form factor PC as we did with the other bits and bobs? Yeah, it looks like it's not booting. I'm just wondering, with it being a fixed current, whether it's a short or something. Shall we see if we can investigate the internals and see what this see what's going to reveal? Anybody have any idea how to get into these? Oh, just like that. That's the great Tommy. It's a lot of current for 5 volts, isn't it? Is that 25 watts? Is that? Am I adding that up right? You have to excuse my ignorance, Phil. I do apologise if I'm wrong on that. We need a little bit of assistance. Oh, this is another one which wow, look, ugh. Ugh. Once more for the people at the back. Ugh. That don't look nice. You'd go for a BIOS reset first. Well, I can see BIOS battery. It's just sat down there, so we can have a go at. But it looks like, I think it plugs in there. Should we measure the voltage on the battery just to see if it is it has got anything on it? Presumably those two there. Right, battery looks flat. See if we can get the battery connector out. We've got our friend Bluetack. Good evening, Diode. Do you know Cap Acetor? You're a little short. That's only capacity joke, I know. Shouldn't really say that. put that on there, and see where we go. Right, BIOS battery is flat. Oh, wait there. Did that just go up to 2? Am I just not getting a very good connection? No, it didn't jump up, did it? Why can't the net thing is a lot bigger? I think we've all said that from one point to another. Yeah, that's deado. I don't think I have. Let's have a look through my box of batteries. Oh, you know, we might be in luck here. We have some new batteries here. Might have some new batteries. Me? I did have somebody say, Phil, that they couldn't understand me on stream because of my strong, and I brought this up yesterday, strong Scottish accent. Believe it or not, it's not Scottish. It's God's own country, so Yorkshire. Originally born and bred in Yorkshire. Yeah, not too far away from Leeds. I wouldn't want to walk it, but yeah, not too far away. Put my glass on, things don't look anywhere near as blurred. So I'm going to see if I've got any of these with any voltage in, just so I can. Well, that was flat as well. Barnsley, not too far from Barnsley. Not there now. Are we going to keep on guessing? Am I doing something wrong here? Because every one of these batteries is flat. I will just test it on a conventional 2L32 in a tickle. Oh, well, they're 2.39. I saw a flash up there. Is it just this? Am I not getting onto contacts? No, me. E-Bayek. That's Shakespeare from Barnsley. Sure he was. That's how they talk in Barnsley. Right, I think either every single battery there is flat, or I'm a bit of a nugget and I'm not better than that. So we'll try a new one. I know it's still not made, but hey, it's the first time I've had to make one. Okay, then back in my drawer. Right, something seriously wrong with that because my meter isn't. I'm a bloody nugget. Nobody told me. 3.4. Do you know, if carrying like this, they'll be opening a GoFundMe page to try and help me be able to read. I've just done it on AC current. There we go, that one's working. For everything else, this MasterCard. I am not going to be able to plug that in under there, though. Easily. So that's got a... You do sound like Guy Martin. He's Lincolnshire. Guy Martin's from Lincolnshire, I think. I have met Guy Martin. He's a proper nice guy. But he's from Lincolnshire, which is the next place over. Well, according to that can't be negative and positive for that, so I probably took that out for no reason. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to set board out. because it's only 4 screws, and it'd be a damn sight easier if I took the board out than watching me struggle. And I know you all like watching me struggle, but wow, focus. It's just easier sometimes. Then plus it means whilst I'm screwing, I can look at chat. I do that often. From Grimsby? No, not Grimsby. Not Grimsby. You're getting close, but currently you've not earned a cigar. I've got a voice changer on, which is supposed to make me sound more country. That's getting stuck. There we go. It's all loose now. Put Wi-Fi card on. Well, it's certainly got some thermal pads on. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, including the one there because they're all doubled up. I honestly don't know why. They might as well just put thermal putty on there and been away with it. Sheffield! That's not too far away. That's probably closest landmark. I've just deafened everyone again. I need to stop shouting. Sheffield. Yeah, that's Sheffield. Oh, not Hull. Not Hull. How dare you? How dare you? China. It could be China. I get most of my equipment from China. Along with girlfriend, or Filipino. But, yeah. Sheffield's as good as. Used to be from Sheffield. Did everyone just watch that fall off? Didn't touch it and it just fell off in my hand. So we have a little bit of bald head showing on screen. The SD card decided to make a break for freedom. No, Doncaster is outside of the remit. Sheffield is where it's happening. Where it was happening. Just carried the accent a little bit further, a little bit with me. So yeah, we're gonna have to, because I've gone and I've gone and ripped it off like a new gar. I've gone and it didn't feel too well, but I've gone and ripped that off. So we will have to. I'd love to say put my skills to the test. It's going to put my patience to the test there. How the hell would I solder one of them on? It's plastic, so it's going to be heating from underneath that board. At least there's nothing under there and it looks like it's been heated already. I broke it. Break everything I get my hands on. It's a destruction stream. If I don't break them, Tony and James doesn't have anything to repair. You've got to look at it like that. I'm doing you all in the community a favour. I break things, send them to them, and they mend them on stream. That's the arrangement that we have. So, yeah. Without me, just comes grinding to a halt. We will put that to one side because I don't think that's going to make much difference to it posting. just doing me a little bit for community there, James. Just destroying some more stuff for your stream to happen. Keep it rocking and rolling. You've got to feed the machine. That's what they say. This is horrid. What the heck? What the heck is that? Like a glue. Like, I don't know. It's really rough. Like semolina or clay. It's got a texture to it. I have no idea what that is. IPA is not shifting it. Try a little bit of this magic spray. Could be hot. No, I don't think it's hot glue. Look, it's a bit similar, but it's really thin and hard. As I once, someone's been drawing on board. As I Have a look at it. It is actually dissolving with some of that contact cleaner, softening it up. I don't think that's going to make too much difference unless it's conductive. I'm just wondering whether it didn't, but it is slimy as well now it's softening up. That is not nice. Does feel like some type of glue actually now you mention it. It could have had a label. Yeah, actually it is square. I think you've hit nail on head there. It's Pico. I think you've hit nail on head because when I look at it from my angle, you won't be able to see it is a square shape. So I think you're right. It's probably some type of water-based glue what they've put on a sticker, or some type of whatever glue they've put on a sticker, and the sticker's been peeled off, and it's left the residue, and that's just hardened over time. I think you've hit the. By Jove, he's got it. It's elementary, my dear Pico. It's yeah, it is definitely some type of adhesive. I wonder what it tastes like. Yeah, we don't taste that again. Yeah, that's not advisable. Definitely not advisable. So, should we just stick it back into the power supply? So, let's get onto this screen here so we can see that one. So, just have a look where the power supply is going to focus. Focus, thank you. Power supply is taking some. Oh, it's actually gone up. It's taking more. Of course, I can taste it. Tastes like Yorkshire. We eat it in Yorkshire. Don't worry. Oh, we used to eat it in Yorkshire. I'm now educated. I'm now a little bit further south. Now that is interesting. Can everyone spot what that's just done? I think that is doing something different to what it did before. If we look now, that we're sitting at its constant current of 5 something. I'm just going to stick it on that one and change my HDMI, because if this is classed as right, the on and off buttons there. So we're taking. Ho ho ho! Can you see what I see? How's it go? It's alive. It's gone off. We have a red light though. We have a blue light. We have a red light. I ain't even going to pretend. Actually, yeah, because that could be an operating system. I can, but only on my PC. I haven't got. I have no idea what that says. Can anybody read that? Is it a shell version? Is that trying to load an OS? I reckon the operating system might be on the SD card, and this nugget has come in. I wonder if I can put a bootable USB in. Press escape in 1 second to skip startup. Right. Yeah, looks Linux based and the OS is on the card. I think you're right on that, Phil. I think you are absolutely spot on. I'm just going to connect a keyboard to it and try Control Alt and Delete and just bash the keyboard to see if I can get into any type of BIOS. I know you can't see, but I'm just hitting random keys whilst it's cycling. There is an SD card here, but unfortunately the SD card reader is there as well. So I'm going to have to do something with it to get it working. I don't know what I'd use it for, something like this. Could we use it as an ad blocker on the router? No, it's only got one Ethernet port, hasn't it? I suppose I could use it as a retro game console. I'm not going to shout. We are into the bio-oils. So, 2019, it's not that old, this really, is it? In respect to everything else. And it'll run Android or Windows. Yeah. You could use it as, yeah, it could be a RetroPie. RetroArch or whatever I want to put on it, couldn't I? To be honest, I probably wouldn't have a use for it. So, if anybody has a use for it and they're based in the UK, if it still works, when I've attempted to put the SD card on, I'm happy to post it out to you, because if not, it will just stay in my box and I will not get any use from it. I probably will never use this. UEFI and saving us. Shall we put a bootable USB memory stick in here? These SanDisk memory sticks are amazing. This is a 1 terabyte memory stick. I use it all the time. I'm trying to control Alt and delete. Yeah, I'm just wondering whether my bootable USB will do it. I've got Ventoy on here, and yeah, SkewerBits said that. I think it's this. I think this one will do it. Yeah, boot options, SanDisk. There we go. That's me. That's my boot override. Ventoy is loading. This will be a result if we get this. I expect some subs off the 21 people who are watching. If you've not subscribed, please hit the subscribe, guys. I've just done my 100 subscribers today. I'm just going to refresh that because I haven't refreshed it for a while. And if it's gone down to 99, you'll see, you'll hear, you'll witness a grown man crying. 105, hey, thanks, guys. Thank you very much. So far we've done a Nvidia Sheild, 2 remotes, and a media controller remote. We had little or no success with the atomizer, and this mini PC, which didn't seem to be working. Now, I'm quite pleased to say, how warm is it? I won't put it on camera, but there's one hotspot at 38 degrees, which is the little, sorry, bloody camera, stupid camera. There's a little chip just at the top here, which is getting a little bit warm. So we're just going to load into Windows PE environment. Let's just see if it'll load Windows. Yeah, we'll load that version. This is just loading a live OS, just a diagnostic Windows PE on here. So yeah, what I was saying, guys, anybody who's watching who's not subscribed, really does mean a lot to me if you could just hit the subscribe button. And if any of the guys who are in chat who've been helping out can put some good use to this, if it's still working once I've done the SD card, you're more than welcome to it, and I'm happy to post, courtesy of myself, to any address in the United Kingdom. So we can do that. We couldn't do that. This is looking promising, and we have an operating system loaded. Should we have a quick look under the spec? See if I can grab a little Mickey Mouse. Unplug the keyboardy wardy. Yeah, it's not getting hot at all. No noticeable heat at all on that. The heatsink, I mean, I would say it is pretty low. Right, I've got a mouse in, as we can see. It's a little bit slow to respond, but I'm just going to try and resize that screen a bit, because I've got a funny feeling I'm cutting the start menu off a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna bring. I think it told us the spec in the BIOS, in fairness, but when this loads, I should have some diagnostic tools on it. So I should be able to see what's what with it. Right, I can click on here and then click on programs, and let's have a look what we've got. Diagnostics. Ada should tell us. This should give us a little bit of an indication of what magic and mystery lies beneath this shelf. Coffee at this time of night. Wow, I'm on watered down pop. Coffee can't beat it. Black, white, and sugar, I presume. How do you have it? Yeah, I've got hardware info in there as well. I was just thinking I can bring summary up on here. You guys might be able to see that better than me because I'm watching it on a very, very tiny screen. So we have that quad core I'm reading there. Quad core Intel Atom Z8350, 1.6 meg. It's crazy, isn't it? I mean, this unit is probably three and a bit inches square, which is, what's that, about 7 centimeters, 8 centimeters square by, I don't know, 2 centimeters high. Extremely tiny. And for that, you've got two USB 3 ports, HDMI, power input, audio jack, and full size Ethernet, and also Wi-Fi as well. So yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing what it is. So it still thinks it's an SD card reader, and that's, I think it's got an onboard. No, that'll be my memory stick, because it's a 1 terabyte memory stick. Yeah. 12 o'clock it. He can't take it, Captain. He can't take it. So it's an Intel Atom Z8350. I think that says. It's a long way away from my port eyesight. And if nobody else wants to put their hands up, it's yours, Squish. It is certainly can be winging its way to you. As soon as you're the first to ask, I'm more than happy. Just drop me I won't say DM, because I learned yesterday that we don't do DMs, but my email is on my bio for this. So drop me that, and I'll tie it with you. So I'm sure a lot of the things that I'll be repairing, I've got no use for. So I'm happy to donate them to the subscribers, as a couple of guys already know. I don't like them going to waste. So I'm quite happy with that. So should we have a go? And I will warn you now, I might break it. Now, Squish, if it is winging your way, we're going to leave the choice down to you. Would you like me to? Would you like me to? It didn't cost me any. Did I get this off Facebook? No, I think I got it with some other things. So, do you know what? It's, in grand scheme of things, it's not cost me anything. So, I'm just thinking, I have got. I've got to put that together. I would hate to think that I'm going to destroy it. I mean, clearly I'm not going to set my stall out to destroy it, but we all witnessed what I did to the capacitors on the Nvidia Sheild. I'm going to send you some gloves when you do it, just so you can remember me. It's going to be different ones tomorrow. So we know it boots. So it's up to you. It's your call. Squish. I'm happy to give it a shot, or I'm happy if. Are you likely to use the? Again, that's in my right, and I've got no green crayon left. They don't let me near sharp objects. I'm on that. And I think all you'll do, you put it on eBay and sell it for a fortune with my notoriety. Would you like me to attempt to get that flowed back on? If you're not going to, if you're not going to use that, because I'll be quite honest, I'm not overly confident. I'll just plug my camera back in. I'm not overly confident that I will be able to get this on and it work. I'd love to say that I can, but it is very, very, for the views, it is very, very tiny. And the pins, I can't even get it right way. I mean, look at it. Just look at it. The pins don't hardly stick out. They're just... I'm at a loss. If I had some really good low melt solder, I would probably attempt it more, because I'm going to have to do it from beneath. Do you think I should do it from... Yeah, hot air from the bottom. That's what I'm thinking, Tony. Should we ever go from the bottom? Squish, are you... Are you happy with me? It is very, very, very tiny. Certainly on cold days. Are you happy for me to do that, or would you like it as it is? I'm happy either way. There's always another battle to fight, if you know what I mean. So yeah, it's yours now. It is yours. I'm going to leave it down to you. No pressure either way. I'm happy to reassemble it, send you that. If you've got any skills yourself, or I don't know if you're a streamer actually, you're more than welcome to give that a shot yourself. You've seen my level, so I wouldn't take offence at all. Go for it. Oh my God, really putting the pressure on me, aren't you? Right, so we will plug that in. We will turn my soldering iron on. I'm going to make a bit of space. We'll have a go at wicking this out. I'll even give you a new battery for the BIOS. Where is my blinking wick? So we'll just get stuff organised. If this works out, yeah, I can reflow it, but want to see it. Believe me, you might want to see me do it. There's a difference between wanting to see me doing it and me being able to do it. Big difference on that. Now, I watched Mr. JDT the other day, which I'm sure everybody in the stream knows who he is, and he was doing a review on some of his old videos, and I am sure this will come back and haunt me someday. Where I go, this is how I used to solder. This is what I used to do. Now, he doesn't do the drop-in method anymore. Good practice, yeah. I need a bit of my asthmatic throat turning on, because if not, I'm going to be reading all them carcinogenic things. Yeah, he doesn't do the... don't need to wick that bit away, just the pins. He doesn't do the drop-in method anymore and takes the solder out, leaves the solder on, and just does it that way. So I'm thinking, if I put this on here, clean it off, and then put some fresh on, that's about the best chance I've got of keeping the temperature low. As low as I possibly can get. Oh, don't you even say that. That's just wrong of you. It looks nothing like the... well, it's nothing like... I'm still having nightmares about that. That router. That router. I have ordered from our friends in the galaxy far, far away a screen, an 11-inch screen to fix directly behind where my microscope screen is. so I can actually read chat, because at the moment my PC screen where chat is, and I still don't know how to get chat up apart from logging in as a different user. So if anybody can enlighten me on that, that would be wonderful. So I can read chat more often rather than ignoring it. Or we're just going to snip that off to give it a better chance of warming up. And we're going to put some magic liquid on, give it a bit of a squirt. Let the iron do the talking, and don't move it unless it can be moved. I've learned that much from watching other magnificent creators. Right, I think this is about as good as it gets. Are you regretting letting me do it yet, Squish? Because I think that board is eating every single bit of power from it, because it's right next to the pizza. I did say you might have regret. It's not wrong, it's just a way that nobody else does it. You just got to look at it like that. So we've now got that off there. Let's give a quick clean up. Who needs an anti-glare light? I've got a ring light on my microscope, but when I turn it on, it just washes all colour out. So I tend to just leave it off most of the time. And I just use the bench lights. Now I've got some rather bright lights. Never seen wick like this before. A bit of John always goes a long way. Right, I'm just going to put a tad of that on. Tad. That's nice. We have that. Give that a quick dabble with that. Get a clean one. I'm charging Squish for the extra flux solder and cotton buds. I'm going to be amazed if this actually does work. You know, my reaction with 100 subs, that's going to be nothing compared to what you're going to hear if this actually still works after I've finished. You mean that one? Repair fee. Sorry, Phil. The last pad is bridges to the case tag. Do you mean this one here? Or do you mean that one there I've just cleared? I think I've just cleared that one off. My concern is that I've got probably a little bit too much solder on there, just to make it easier. So I'm just going to try and take a little bit of that away, because I think if I leave it on, it's going to make the that's better. Yeah, did it. Fantastic. Just need to clear that bit off as well, just because they don't actually go through the holes. They sit flush onto the board, so I don't want anything in my way when I'm doing this. We're rocking and are rolling. Oh gosh. I'm going to go for extreme magnification. I'm going to put a little bit more Illuminati. The concern is, am I going to be able to get those are really. So should we tack it into place and then heat it from below and watch the others flow in, do you think? That's a good idea. Yeah, I'm thinking if I tack it in place with these, I don't think I'm going to be much of a conversationalist whilst I'm doing this, because I'm trying to concentrate. It's the quietest I've been in the last 2 days. By Jove. I think that's lined up. That end pad there has got no peg to it. Can you see these? Yeah, it's got locator. I think it's got little nipples in it. No, I don't think it has. Oh, it has. Yeah, good point, James. Let's just clear that off a little bit more. I'm only going to dry fit this because I will put some. Right, I think that's into place. Yeah, James, you were spot on. And it has, it's located it. Oh, it's dead easy when you know how, isn't it? Dead easy if you know how. I think I'll just send it. I think that's how it'll glue down. What I might do, I've got some clear resin for UV. And I might bang you some of that on just to hold it on once we've tested it that it's working. I'm breathing. Yeah, it's got locators. I've located the locators, and the locators seem to be located. I'm going to try and get some solder down there. Now it's moved, but one in. Because we're trying to do this without melting the plastic also. 2 in. Yeah, this is easy bit though, isn't it, Philip? As we all know, plain sailing for now. That's what they said on Titanic just before it hit that iceberg. What a glorious day. What them penguins doing on that white rock? Oh my gosh. The suspense is killing me. Blurry vision. I don't want to put any more flux in it because I don't want to get flux in your. I'm going to sit up and end it. Sorry if I can't look at chat, guys. I'm concentrating on this. That's a better bond. Bit of Brook Bond. Actually, that's the best bond out there. It's got to be a bit James on it. There can be only one. I reckon I don't think it's ever going to be. If it's anything like a Pi, they boot from there. Now the question is, do I just put my fine tip on and see if I can just tack each pin down rather than putting excess heat into the board? What would everybody's thoughts be on that? I know we said that we might well, because we've got it in place and we've got it tacked down. I'm just thinking if I put a lot of heat in, it might move the, because obviously I'm heating the board and the solder there is going to liquefy. So do I think we just put fine tip on and see if we can? This is my small fine tip. I'm not confident that I'll get in them all, but I might be able to. It's really tight there. I suppose I could take the heatsink off. I don't need to. If I come that way, I reckon I can do that. I reckon iron. Yeah, I would agree. I concur. Put that in there. Yeah, drag solder it. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm just going to put a smidge of that, just to help it flow. See if I can get some. Need to turn the fan back up. Do you know what I might do? Is just put a bit of heat into the board from underneath, just to make it be a bit happier. Just going to do the off camera set because I can't really. I'm just thinking if I because it's quite a thick board this, and if I just put a bit of heat into it, it just means I won't have anywhere near as much work to do. Right, it's got a bit of heat in there. We've got a bit of. Please don't judge me. Soldering gods look down on me. Now we've got a bridge. Sort that out in a second. It's not over troubled water, so we're fine. Come on. I think I've used more than enough. I don't want to get too much into the cavity, into the adapter. Sorry. Turn my thing off. Oh, we will give that a push test to see. Oh, that's a big fat one, isn't it? So we just so we can put that one on a diet. That one certainly it needs its beach body ready, doesn't it? Needs a little bit more of the magic liquid. Okay. My sharp tweezers. That's why we always wear. I don't know whether I'm going to be able to push these pins because the pins are actually, the pins are underneath rather than there. I know that one looks a bit. Do we think that one's not soldered? You know, the porky one down here. I'm not happy with that. Third one from the right. Yeah, which is that one. I'm gonna try and do fourth one first, and then third one second. And if we can understand that, you should really be immense. But yeah, I know what you mean, and I know what I mean. And yeah, I don't think. Let me grab my. Take this heatsink off. There you go, might make it a bit easier. How's that? Wow, that's an appalling mess. We can really see what. So I think the pins are up here. So I do need quite a bit more solder on those, don't I? Yeah. Oh, do you think that's shorted to Sheild? No, I don't think it has. I think that's the only one out of them which is soldered, that one. I think this here is the pin, do you think? They're legs. The legs need bending down. I think it's too small for me to get my meter in. I don't think any of them's touching, because if you look on this angle, we can see that one. If we use the third one from left as an example, so we can see it sticking out a bit here, and there's a definite gap underneath. And if I push it down, I think I need to lay them down a little bit. Let's just check with that continuity though, like has been suggested by Philippe. By Jove, he's not wrong. Yeah. So we were right before. So I'll take that bridge off to the top, and then I'll check the others with the terminating pads. The Terminator. I'm going to have to put a little bit more of the magic liquid on. I've just realised why I'm not talking, because I'm holding my breath with my tongue out. That just don't want to move at all, that blob of solder there. Oh, we're going so well. Here's iceberg. I'm going to put my big fat beeping nib on, and I'm just going to use a little bit of that just to see if I can take a little bit of the excess away. Yeah, flux is my friend. I'm going to see if I can put my big fat nib on, tip on, sorry, and see if I can get it in. Worst case, we've got to really give it some cleaning to get it out. I think I've cooked the solder. I think that's what the problem is. 1, 2, 3, 4. We still think it's that one, do we? Let's check it with continuity again. You know, and walk. Right, it's now not touching. Oh. So it's third one now. But I'm not too sure whether that's a ground pad anyway. Whose idea with this? Definitely not showing to anything other than leg. But I just don't think them other legs are touching. Yeah, I'm going to blame you. Do we think that's ground? Give that a quick clean. And so we can see the old wood for the trees. Wow, Technicolor. I think that's a ground pin pad anyway. But yeah, looks like ground to me. That's what I'm just thinking. That one there, which is what's beeping anyway, because that's a data or whatever they are, because it's small one. Data or power, data, because they're thin. And that one, big fat trace, is either positive, which I very much doubt. I would say that is ground. Do we agree? Think that's ground? But looking at it, I don't know how clear it is on stream for you guys compared to what I can see. Put a bit more light down here, see if I can get angle right. So if we look the fourth from the right, that one's definitely touching the leg. That one isn't. That one is. Debatable. Those two definitely aren't. You can see plastic gap underneath. And those aren't either. But I think that's because the pins have been bent up. So I think I need to bend the pins down. Like so. And I think we'll stand a better chance once I've bent them down of soldering them on. Due to the fact they'll be near the bloody board. Again, I'm sorry, I can't look at chat whilst I'm doing this because I'm concentrating. That's what the ticking noise is, me concentrating. Right, I think we stand a better chance of that because there's a blob of solder under there anyway, as I can see. Certainly under there. So if we start with number one, 1 needs doing, 2 needs doing, 3 looks like it's done, 4 looks like it's done, 5 probably needs doing, 6 is not sure on 6, 7 and 8 definitely need doing. Now that I don't know, James. Should we try card? No, it's full of flux in there, but it's on. I don't think I've got a. Thanks a lot, Dave. Thank you very much for joining. Sorry if you've already disappeared when I've gone to there. Thank you very much for joining and joining us and contributing tonight. I'm glad. I hope you've enjoyed the evening and so on. Ouch. Gosh, it's 10:25. I'm not streaming tomorrow night. I am off out tomorrow, so I'm having a night off. So let's see if we can get an angle to get some solder on here. Yeah, I think they do have little springs on as well. I know what you mean. I have seen it on somebody else's when they were doing their thing. Turn the yeah. Let's have a go. Not long. A bit more light. It's going to wash everything out this light, but I just need a bit. I'm going to make a mess of this. And then put a bit of heat on the board, and then use the iron to drag it off with some flux. Done. Better than factory. Look at that. Can't tell any difference. Just going to bang a bit of heat in the board, like I did before. I know you can't see this, I'm just warming up off camera. Mainly because I've got it set sideways. I just want to get, just give me a fighting chance of getting them all done. We'll bang a bit of solder on here. Get a bit of flux on there, sorry. Clean the iron and we'll see if we can drag some of that away. Maybe a little bit of, I've already pre-soaked this. It's just that one there, still not looking like it's down. That's what yours looks like when it's done. This isn't done yet, it's far from done. You know, worst case, I have soldered this on wrong and we're no further forward than we were before. Squish. You might need to finish this. We have a casualty. I honestly don't think you need that. I mean, it's common knowledge that you don't need all pins. Oh, dear me. You don't need that one. Don't need that one. You only need that one if you're going to read the if you're going to read the SD card. What I'm going to do is just heat the board and take that off so it's not causing any issues, and hopefully that'll just drop off. And then we'll put the heatsink back on, and we'll pretend that you can buy one and put that on. Sit that on there just as a counterweight. Was that the eject pin? And I've gone and took it off, and it was just soldered perfectly as well. I'm just going to get rid of the serial number as well, because you clearly don't need that. So we'll whip that off as well. There we go. Smoking. I'll just give the pins a quick once over, because I can see that we've certainly got a bridge there. Looks okay to me. Better IPA, just clean it up. I think it's probably still got a short on the board somewhere, just to try him. Remember, he's got to get rid of all that slime on the side, whatever that is, that sticker. I will send you the port as well. We know the ports a bit foobarred now, but I'll send you the port in case you need to order a. Yeah, just drop me an email at some point. I've set up a new email address last night rather than what it is. Just a quick question. It's got a thermal pad on here. Do you want to put a heatsink compound on it? I can't put heatsink compound on with thermal pads, can you? So ignore me. I honestly don't know what I'm talking about, and it's probably the medication that's kicking in. So we'll just reassemble this. Flush. Flush. I'm just going to give that a quick clean with some of that contact cleaner, because that seems to soften it a little bit. Yeah, that's definitely not coming off. It's no problem at all. It will just be sat in a box, and I'll think, do you know what, I'll do something with that, and I'll never get around to it. I'm not a gamer. I don't play games or anything like that, so it's not like I would probably do a retro pie with it or anything. But interested to hear your endeavours on how you get on with your astronomy computer, whatever that might entail. This gunk is coming off, but I think we know it's not affecting it, so I'm not going to take it off any further because I don't want to dislodge any components. Vibrate something that's working okay. I can't really say I fixed it. I plugged it in and it worked. I'm just going to check that battery. Flick that off. Flick that one to all, so we can all see it. Super zoom off. Voltage and DC, not AC. Made that mistake earlier. See what voltage it is. A little bit low, isn't it? Get in there. Well, that looks flat to me, so we will put that in for recycling. See if this one works. Yeah, 3.2. That's a good one. So we'll put we'll put that in there. That sits neatly in that socket just there. I'm not going to bother because it's got a big heatsink on there. I'm just going to power it and see if that still works, because this will be a shame if I have foolbarred it. I'm going to remove the HDMI from the microscope and we'll see if I haven't got a 5-volt adapter, so you're gonna have to find one of those from somewhere, but I'm sure a resourceful man like you. So we will have a look at what see if we can get a pitch IR. I have a picture. For some reason it's not showing. It is working. I have a picture on my screen, but for whatever reason my capture is not working again. Right, it is booting and it is it is working, but again my my OBS capture has eluded me. Let me just reboot that and reboot Elgato. See if we can get a picture on. It's because I've confused it. No signal. Wonderful. Go back in there. Go back in there. Turn it back on. Yeah, I have got my the BIOS screen on my screen. It, for whatever reason, the Elgato not picking it up, and I'm really not sure why. But we can see blue light, red light, blue light. Come on, and I can hear my supply going up and down. I think it's just power cycling because obviously it's battery and it's doing kind of BIOS reset checking into. Yeah, we're still on blue light. Sorry, I'm trying to look at 3 different screens here. I've got it on my screen. I've just not got it on my Elgato. Really don't know why it's not on my Elgato. Let's change that and then change it back. There we go. We've got a picture. So yeah, still working as it should. We will reassemble it, and we will see. Shut it down. Off, out, done, and plug that back into that beauty just there. Voila, as if by magic. So we'll get that back. I'll put a new BIOS battery in there. Just get that lined up so we don't break that. There's a It's an FPC connector just there. What are they called? I'm just wondering whether that's for like a screen connector or something like that, where you could possibly put a screen and you could adapt it to like a little, you know, like one of these cheap ones you get off AliExpress for a tenner with a little ribbon cable and screen. Yeah, button's working. Whether you could put one of those on it to make it a I suppose you wouldn't have a power supply, but 5 volts, it would work off a phone charger power pack, wouldn't it? So you could actually put a little screen on top, a 5 volt battery pack underneath, if that is a screen connector. Yeah, it's very much like a Raspberry Pi, just with an Intel Atom processor, isn't it? I'll take that glove off. It's got a hole in it. We're going commando. I am going to tape these on the inside so they don't get lost or damaged during any type of transit. Your Wi-Fi simply squeezes down there, and this should just clip over the. We've got. No, that didn't go on that way. Getting to the watching hour. All you night owls out there. I'm going to put that on the wrong way. I believe it goes on that way. It does. Goes on easy when it is. Right, that's back together and everything else. So yeah, interested to see what you do with it, but have it with my best wishes and kind regards for your help on tonight and yesterday's stream and support. So hope you enjoy it and get some use out of it. Interested to see what your project is with it. So yeah, and I do apologise that I couldn't quite get the connector in, but maybe one day. Everyone starts somewhere, goes from there. So a bit of a result. Excuse me. Bit of result from my side today, gents. I am just going to refresh my subscriber count because I still can't get over that. 105 subs. That has just really made my day. Never thought I'd achieve 100, and that is 10 fresh subs, I think it is today, or 8 fresh subs. So thank you so much. And for anybody watching who's just tuned in, you've missed the most amazing stream. If you do want to catch the next one, please subscribe and you will hit it. But thanks to everybody who has joined in tonight. Certainly the ones who've been in chat as well, and the guys who have helped and offered advice. Whether you're here or watching it on, yeah, I like the stream. Forgot about that. I'm not a pro at this by any stretch of the imagination. I am trying to interact more with it because apparently YouTube like it. I'm only in it for the money. I mean, I'm only in it for the exposure. I mean, I'm only in it because I enjoy doing what I do. But it is just nice to get that little bit of recognition to say what you're doing. People do want to watch. So yeah, thanks everybody for all that. And I won't be streaming tomorrow night. I'm going to try and do a video during the day so I can bang one out, and a video also. But that might not be on the video. But I have got a few more bits and bobs lurking around. I've got a 3060 that I need to take a look at. I have a motherboard for a desktop PC that I want to take a look at. I've got 2 more of the kits as well. So there are other things in the pipeline and maybe some random stuff. One of my outside PIL LED lights have gone. I'm going to have an attempt at repairing that as well. So might just be the odd little, look at this nakedness, odd little thing going off there. So thank you very much again, guys. Everyone have a safe night. Remember to do what you enjoy and enjoy what you do, and you'll be really good. And again, thanks for everybody. And thanks, James, for the message you sent me early on text message reference the Nvidia Sheild, what we got working. and I will speak to everybody very, very soon. Take care, guys. Speak to you soon. Thanks again.